Good afternoon. I'm gonna give everybody a quick update. Oh, I don't know about quick. Lori went to the cardiology office yesterday. Saw the nurse practitioner, and they did an EKG. That's normal. There's no heart. Sounded good. Then she says, uh, she wants to run the echocardiogram, which Lori was due for, anyways. Honestly, I looked it up. And they're supposed to have one in 6 months, which is now. But she's also telling Lori, well, we might have to put a defibrillator in. Then she goes out of the room and comes back in and says, or maybe a stent. And it's like, you have, if her, what is it, EV or electro, that faction thingamajiggy goes lower. So it's like you're already putting the cart before a horse. So I got Lori stressed now. In a couple minutes, you're going to see why I do not trust doctors. I have very little faith in them as a general rule. Now, the cardiologist Lori was seeing, she up and left and moved to North Carolina. The other one she was seeing, he's gone. And they said, what about the original one? And we're like, yeah, no, that ain't going to happen either. Because he's got a massive attitude. So they're supposed to be calling her back sometime this week with the appointment for another cardiologist somewhere next month. She has a test Monday. Supposedly they're going to call back and let us know, and it's like, yeah, I'll just go on to my chart thing and read it myself. But I'm not going to stress about it. It's not worth stressing about. Don't get it. I know how that sounded, but you're going to understand. Lori and I both have had different forms of cancer. She had vulvar. God took care of that. I had prostate. God took care of that. So, I'm not going to stress about it. And if I stress, she's going to get stressed, which is just going to cause, it's not worth it. And I know how that sounds, but you got to understand how I mean it. It's not worth stressing her out. I never said a word of things the way you're supposed to. And it's like I said before, I can talk the talk, and then, well, now we're going to walk the walk. Well, guess what? We're going to do it. We're going to do both. Because I know God's got this. He took her cancer, I took mine up. I'm not worried. It's not going to be. I'm not going to stress over this. I was looking up this morning. Now, one thing I'm weird. I do a lot of craziest research people come up with. I don't understand a lot of medical lingo, but I can figure it out enough where I can explain it. I was looking up some research paper they did out of two different countries, New Zealand and Australia. Don't ask me because I can't remember that part. They did 123 patients on this beta blocker, the lowers on I can't pronounce it, Cardiovalley or something like that. And then at the end of 1 year mark, it was basically a blind study. The ones that were on the beta blocker, the same thing Lori's got, which Holly up in Canada, you know what I'm talking about. Film me because I remember you're one of the people that could explain it to me. But her that beta blocker brought the numbers back up. Now Lori was on it, then she got pancreatitis. Oh, that took me forever to figure her to understand, honey. It wasn't that caused it. They did give her a medication that I looked it up after the fact. It's like, yeah, okay. One of the side effects, believe it or not, is published is pancreatitis. So she won't take that one again. But her O2 levels this thing was, they're low. It was 90, her heart rate was 90, which is good. So I'm not going to stress, because I know God's got this. I know it's all going to be fine. Now, as for my daughter-in-law, uh, her dad had it looks like a big rash. She brought me in Indian Path this past Friday. Now, let me explain. Her dad's name is Arlen. He's 49 or 50, I think. Right in that ballpark. A few years ago, he had a massive stroke. And I do mean massive. They didn't think he was going to survive it. Now, Taylor's got an older sister through her mom, then two younger sisters through Arlen and her mom. Her mom passed away a couple years ago. Arlen was in the hospital down in Knoxville for, I know it's quite a long time. Then they sent him up to rehab up in, I think it was Newmarket. Townsville, somewhere in that ballpark. And Taylor stepped up to the plate. Now you're going to understand, Arlen, he was a jerk. He really was. One of the first times I met him, I almost decked him. But Taylor stepped to the plate. She got court-ordered conservatorship over her father. So she went to the Indian Path Friday, and they said it was a rash, because Arlen likes, without anybody watching, he'll scratch his rear end to the point it bleeds. Excuse me. And so they gave him cream, and the doctors then said it was the cream causing a rash. Well, she stopped using the cream, and the rash got bigger. And his home health nurse came in yesterday and said, "You need to take him to the hospital. This is not a rash, this is sepsis." Automatically Taylor's freaking out, because we know what sepsis can do. So she takes him to Holston Valley. Name ring a bell? It should. She sits there waiting and waiting and waiting. The nurse comes out apparently. I don't know what happened. I don't know Taylor's side of it. And pretty much a big old argument ensues. To the point, they told Taylor, "We're keeping your father and you're being escorted out of the hospital." Now, Taylor keeps that conservative papership with her all the time. She ended up showing them that, and they're like, "Oh," because they told her, you cannot make decisions for your father." Well, funny, the judge here in Hawkins County said, "Yes, you can." So they got that straightened out. Finally left them downstairs. They weren't going to get him a bed until morning. Well, I guess, put him up in a bed about 1 or 2 this morning. One doctor came in, said it's not an infection, it's a rash. The next thing you know, I guess she just said she didn't believe him. He sent another doctor in and said, "That's not a rash, that is an infection." Yep, okay. Y'all need to get together and get your story straight. Because it has grown literally from, it was on his butt cheeks and on his lower back, and it's going up his whole back and down his arms and his legs. That's not a... I just quit using the cream he was supposed to add him on, I guess. So, but you know what? She's going to realize God's got this. She's going to realize that. God does have it. You know, the way I am right now, I am with any family member I've got, and that includes everybody that's watching this video. So let's get that one straight. Somebody made a comment, and I actually, y'all, if I said the name, you know what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to say the name. And I do like this person quite a bit. They said I was one of the most genuine people on YouTube. I don't know about all that, because I can be an ornery as the day is long. But when it comes to stuff like this, yeah, I don't care. I really do. I don't. I pray all the time for Holly up in Canada, and I call her as a husband the old goat, and we talk on Messenger. I actually asked her, I said, does he know that I call him the old goat? And she said, yeah. She said, as long as he said he doesn't care as long as you don't call him for Labor Dinner. I said, that's my line. So yeah, I do. It's like when we do prayer requests, I do care. I'm probably going to be the honest person you guys would ever figure out. Well, you won't figure me out. That's the other point. But what I'm getting at in a wacko, weird way is prayer, faith, and hope work wonders. They work miracles. They really do. And ain't nobody can tell me different. You know, I look at Montana. This kid, when he was 18, was pulling some pages out of my book and drinking way too much. Quit high school and stuff like that. Goes in the military. Didn't listen to me when I told him to come down here and we'll talk to recruiter together. Yep. Ends up being a cop in the Navy. Went over to the country of Bahrain twice. The kid's been all over the world. I mean, he's literally been South America, China, or Japan, one of those two. Germany, Ireland, jerk. Countries I want to go to. Did what he was trained to do over in Bahrain once. Won't talk about it. Saved his little brother in a fire. Last year he had to go to attend a fire that was some little kids got beyond badly burnt. Got a son that's got a major health problems. Minmon. He's doing good, by the way. And yet I don't know how you would call it. I mean, he's turned his life to God. He's from one positive. So tell me, prayer and hope works. They really do. I'll tell you something else. You know, when we started this on here, I was doing everything one way, and it literally got to the point where I couldn't handle the way I was feeling, and it's like, this is not you. Then we turned it to where it is now. You guys have given me more peace by the grace of God, because God's using this whole thing. Now, I never went to seminary school, but I'll tell you what, there ain't nobody around can tell me that God's got this all. God's got all of it covered. He really does. But and you know what's funny is my memory's got more holes than Swiss cheese. If you know about traumatic brain injury, you know what I'm talking about. But I remember saying before Christmas, if God wanted us to do it, we were going to start our own Bible study. You know what? I remembered. Which you'd have to actually know me and be like, wow. And which is why I put up the thing in Revelations. Let me tell you something, by the way, people. Satan did not want that up there today. Oh, because I read it on my phone. And to copy all the text and have the whole thing on there with all their ads and everything else. It's like, no, I ain't doing that. So I was trying to cut, copy, and paste, or whatever they call it. It took me 20 minutes to get that right. And I finally got broke down and said, Satan, you're not stopping this, dude. Just give up. Next you know, we got it done. Gotta love it. Now that I've rambled, I will let you know what the test shows Monday. But, you know, and I don't say this very often. I love you guys. We're going to see if we can take 2024 and change, be more positive, bring God into everything, have humor in everything. Because humor is medically proven. Laughter makes you feel better. I told you I've researched weird things. So, I now know that we'll catch on later. I'm gonna, when the turd gets out of Walmart, because she's off there and she wants to do some shopping. She does not have her license. I've been telling her you need to get your button gear, because Mom and I are disappearing this year. But anyway, that's what she's doing while I'm at Walmart. On her day off, she wants to go up there. I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. God bless. Love you. Bye.